Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, oh, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, got to turn them up. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, yeah, I do. Man, God been good to me. Man, he been so good to me. Wow. And you know why I say it like that, what makes it amazing is because it's been in spite of myself. I mean, you know what I mean by that? I mean that he's been good to me in spite of all the craziness I've done. All the foolishness I've gotten myself involved with, and not only but knowingly got myself involved with. All of the stupid decisions I've made. Put all that to the side, and he's still been good to me. Bring it all and put it on the plate, and he's still been good to me. Man, that's amazing, man. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that could say the exact same thing. I mean, come on, man. I got you ain't famous. Ain't nobody got no microphone in your face. Nobody ain't got no spotlight on you. Nobody ain't got no camera in your face. Probably ain't nobody blogging about you. But let me tell you something. If you break it down and be real about it, you done something outside the box. You done something, ladies included. You've done something out the box. You woke up and went, what did I do that for? Oh, we've all done it. So with all that said and done, God still loves you, man. God still loves you, still wants the best for you, still considers you his child, and is willing, man, to show you your future. He is willing to show you your life. He is willing to let you take a peek at the blueprint. Man, that's an amazing God right there. Because I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm glad it's him. You know, today, man, I want to encourage brothers out there. And when I say brothers, I'm talking to everybody that's of the male species. I don't care about your color. I really, really don't. I don't even have time for that in my day. Matter of fact, sometimes when you get to discussing race, I just get tired of it sometimes. So I just wish, some days I just want to wake up and just do me. I got what the skin tone is. I got that. But I just want to wake up some days and just go on about my business and do me. I don't want to have to deal with it. Sometimes I get tired of talking about the issues. I ain't going to make them go away, but sometimes I get tired. So today I'm talking to brothers, all the brothers of the male species. I'm talking about men. Today, man, if you ain't doing it all, if you're feeling empty, man, start today completing your process and your journey. And you know what I'm saying by that? If there's a part of you that's missing as a man, And now, man, I'm talking to you, so, some ladies listening, but you know what I'm talking about. It's some part of you that's missing as a man. If you ain't really been in touch with your kids like you're supposed to. Now, for whatever the reason is, and please know, I do understand how sometimes women can use children as pawns. It happens all the time. I've been through it, man. I know what it feels like, man, to want to do something, but because you ain't got this or you ain't doing this, then I ain't going to let you have this. You got to fight through, fellas. You got to fight through. You got to fulfill your end of the deal. And I got how difficult they making it. I got how, man, it's going to come with some drama, but you got to fight through it. Because, man, we need fathers to be fathers. That's really what we need. If you're a man out there and you are a father of a child, we need you to do your job. I'm talking about our community, our situation, us as a people, all of us. We need you to be a father, period. Now, hey, man, I ain't coming down on you. I'm just your boy. I'm your man. And I've been in the same predicament and the same hole myself, where I couldn't get to them, where they were used as pawns, where they were told things about me that wasn't even true. I've been through it. You can't see them. You don't come on. Okay, I got all that. You ain't sent this. You ain't, okay, hey, got all that. If you can call them sometimes, tell them you're thinking about them. Tell them you love them. If you can get a letter to them, if you can get a message to your children through one of your relatives, start the process today. Be a father. It's your job. Now, because you ignoring him, or you acting like they ain't over there, or you done backed them out of your mind because the situation got too difficult, I got that. I got that. But you got to step up and be fathers. You got to write a letter. You got to send the money. If she talking about if you don't send all the money, you ain't going to send. Send what you got. If taking it over there is too much drama, send it through a relative. Give it to a mama. Give it to a sister. Ask her to take it over there and do something for the baby. Because, okay, you can't deal with the drama. I got that. And I know it's much to pay when you have to deal with that. Because clearly I know hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Please know I know that. Please no. And that's a real statement. That ain't no saying Steve got. That's the truth. But do what you got to do. Sometimes you have to apologize. Sometimes an apology goes a long way to your children. Just say, look, because I've made this apology before. Hey, man, look, I'm sorry. I wasn't there for you. I was out grinding and hustling, and I wasn't paying attention to you. And I should have been. And I apologize. Now, imagine, man, there's days where you was telling people I was your father up at the school and they wasn't believing you. I apologize for sending you through that. But now, man, I tell you what, I made some mistakes and I got it together. I want me and you to move forward as father and son. I want me and you to move forward as father and daughter. I want to be in your life. Now, I ain't got a lot, but guess what? I know a lot. Because if you a man and you a father, please know you know something that child don't know. You have information. You have experience. That's all they need sometimes, to have somebody to talk to. That daughter of yours just needs to know from her daddy, how should a man treat me, Dad? What should I look for in a man? See, they'll take that information from you because they know it's coming from the right place. And then you know that your son needs you because you know how difficult it is if you're trying to be a man without your daddy. You already know how funky that is right there. So come on, man, admit your mistakes and move forward. Call your kids, write a letter, get a phone number on them, send a text, drop a message, send a note up to the school. Do something, man. If those of us that are fathers would just be fathers, I could shut the mentoring camp down. Now, I would say I apologize because I don't want you to think I'm coming down on you, but I've been through this myself. I ain't really coming down. I'm just reminding you. This is our job. These are our children. This is our responsibility. We are men. There is no excuses. You don't get cut a break on that one. Sorry.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your undivided attention, please. You know what's going down, don't you? I'm pretty sure you do, because it happens on a daily basis. This right here, let me tell you something. Do not get this thing twisted now. What you're listening to is actually the absolute best morning show of all times.
It's been proven.
Bar none. It's a fact.
Yeah, it's been proven.
I think it's
It's
in
a
the
fact,
Bible.
man.
It's been tested.
I think it's in the Bible.
It really
It's
is.
in the history
It's in
book.
the Bible. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yeah.
Shirley Strawberry.
Almost 20 years strong, baby. Good morning.
Carla Farrell.
I've been working with you 15 years, baby. Yeah.
Junior.
I just read y'all was the greatest morning show in the history book yesterday. I read it.
You did?
Yeah, it's in there.
I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Brown.
Me and this Negro right here go way, way back.
Boy.
Neither one of us had a damn thing. I mean,
Nothing.
Nothing. God is good.
All the
All
time.
the time,
All the
Jay.
time.
All the
God is
time.
good.
Boy,
What up, Steve Harvey?
man. Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, nephew Tommy.
18 years on the radio,
Yeah.
15 years, 52 years in my life.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
You gonna outdo Jay?
Yeah, you gotta
I got
outdo
numbers.
everybody.
I got numbers.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? You ain't sick. You ain't sick at all. So yeah.
Yo,
Don't quit
y'all
throwing
healthy
sick
ass.
at me, though.
He always comes
You
back.
hate because he's healthy, Jay?
He always top it off with sick.
Yeah, until you get sick, you ain't got a damn thing on me, man.
Not the healthy hater.
Yeah. Go out and get sick and then come back and talk to me. You know what I'm talking about?
Jay, you're one of the baddest who's ever done sick, though.
Yeah, man.
I have
I'm
to
doing
give it to
very
you.
good, man.
Yeah. You
I
and
went
Alex
to-
Trebek. Woo!
Oh, Alex Trebek. I went to my doctor all day yesterday. I was getting chemo all day from 6 in the morning till, like maybe 4 o'clock. So good news. The lymph nodes are going away. You know what?
Yeah, look at
They're
God.
going down. They shrinking. They
Yes,
ain't
sir,
gone,
baby.
but they shrinking.
Wow,
Come on.
Not
Jay.
in my blood. I'm feeling good. I'm eating good. So thank
My
you.
man.
God is good, man. I'm feeling good.
My man.
That's
And thanks
good.
to all the people who listen to the show, who stop me on the street and say, man, we praying for you. Just people you don't know who just come up to you and go, we praying for you, man. And, just praying for you. And can I have $1? I'm like, okay.
And Jay,
Prayer, can I have $1?
Jay, you were saying something really interesting off the air as well. We were talking about all the love you're getting and everything.
It is amazing how many people, we know there's a lot of people that listen to the show, but
Yeah.
the love that that you don't know, you never seen these people, and they come up and they hug you and we pulling for you. The love is amazing. It really is, and it really helps
But-
you on bad days.
Great job.
Coming up at 32 after the hour, the second announcement in as many weeks from our fearless leader, Steve Harvey, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys. This is so major.
What?
We need another drum roll.
What?
Because, when you want to ask, what is he doing now? This is one of those times. What is Steve Harvey doing now?
What are you doing now?
Last week, we told you about the big announcement in Africa. We're going to be doing Family Feud in Africa with Steve Harvey.
Right.
Now, is the drum roll drumming, rolling? Yeah, okay, there it is.
It's rolling.
All right, it's rolling,
drumming.
it's drumming, all of that. Okay, Steve Harvey. This is so exciting. Steve Harvey is on the board of directors and has entered into a strategic agreement for content development and promotion of Anthem Sports and Entertainment. So you're saying to yourself, what is Anthem Sports and Entertainment?
Let me say it.
Okay?
Let me say it.
What is
What is
that?
Anthem Sports and Entertainment? I said it.
Well,
I said
Jay,
it. There you go.
Anthem is a global, I said global, there's that word again, global media company, which has a portfolio of channels that includes, get this, fighting and wrestling entertainment,
What?
Okay.
TV game shows,
What?
Wait a minute.
outdoor hunting and fishing shows,
Hold on.
and more. Oh my God! What?
Man.
I just got
You
into
mean to
it
tell
for
me
the
he
fishing.
owned the WWE?
Yes, yes.
Steve
You know what that
Harvey.
means, Junior? Junior, do you know what that means? We'll be writing,
What?
we'll be writing.
Somewhere.
Tommy, you'll be fishing.
I will be fishing.
This is amazing,
Congratulations,
Steve.
man.
Congratulations.
Go ahead, big dog.
Wait
All
a
right,
minute,
Steve,
Unc.
tell
Wait a
us
minute, Unc.
about
They
it,
said
Steve.
your career was over, though. It's supposed to be through.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they did.
Who is they? You talking about the haters?
They. Well, you know
Yeah.
who they are. They say. Yeah.
Yeah, you know they are.
So,
They are.
Steve, this
They
is a...
said you was. You ain't acting like your ass is done.
I know. But, Steve, I
Get somewhere and sit down.
Yeah, I appreciate your humility. I really do. But this is major. I mean,
Yes.
tell us
Big,
about this.
man.
Global partnership with Anthem Sports and Entertainment. I'm
Well, you know,
assuming...
it's actually it's a big deal, and Mark Cuban,
The game show.
Owner
guy,
of the
Mark?
Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
was a huge part of the Anthem
Shark Tank.
piece, and so some people bought it to me. BC Partners bought the deal to me. This has been going on for about almost 2 years.
Wow.
It took 2 years to negotiate all the terms and everything. And I was fortunate enough just to be one of those people that was in the right place at the right time as an investor.
You're an
And,
investor?
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's what it is. That's how you get, equity. So
You're a bad boy.
I just happen to be in the
You
right
gotta
place
have
at the
money
right
to
time.
invest.
You
Yeah.
gotta have a little money, a little.
Yeah, a
fold.
little change, a little change.
And so,
Little coins.
Uh-huh.
you know, we structured the deal because they're bringing me on as a content provider, amongst other things, promotional wheel, things like that. It's very interesting because it came along and, they first approached me about some ideas, and then they saw some pictures of me fishing a long time ago. They asked me, was I an avid sports fan? And I said sports, but I'm not a sportsman like hunting. I don't hunt. I'm not a hunter. I said, but I do fish. They said, well, that's close enough, but your TV career is so vast, man. We'd like to talk to you about how you did it. So we sat down and we started working, and we just worked through a bunch of stuff, man, and not saying what all it is, but it's a very promising package that was put together. And so my lawyers worked on it tirelessly. My team was on it tirelessly. God was in his element, doing what he do.
Yes.
And he put the opportunity
Amen,
there,
brother.
and the deal got signed, and announcements went out yesterday.
Wow.
And so God is good, man. And I'm moving the brand forward on a lot of levels. And so, I thank God. But I mostly think, man, it's like Jay was talking about. I thank God for people out there who pray for me, who are real fans, who have my best interest. You know how many times I heard people say, "I can't wait to see what he gonna do next."
Exactly. I said
And
that earlier.
that right there has always been encouraging. Because look, let's be real. You hear the other stuff. It's so sad, man, how nasty we can be towards one another when we think something has happened. But it's so refreshing, man, from this morning show, man, to get to I can't wait to see what he gonna do next. Steve Harvey, when God closed one door, he opened another. And that's one of the main things I've learned in my life, that when a door closes, I don't panic. It's not the only door. No, you walk up the hall. There's more doors.
Yes, it
And
There's no one person that has the door, not no person.
You know what,
No.
Steve, and what I love too is that you do it quietly. No one knows what you're working on, what you're doing.
Stealth.
You don't you
Yes.
don't announce it until it's done, till all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted and all that. Then, you share with the world. And that's a good way to handle it. Didn't I send you this quote last week? I sent you a quote about don't announce it. Yeah, until it's done, they'll see it.
Shirley is my spiritual partner. Shirley sends me every single day, so y'all know this. Shirley, I asked her a little over almost 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
I said, Shirley, I need some help. I'm changing as a person. Could you send me a scripture every now and then? Because I know you. And she said, okay. But this has been every day. 7 days a week, Shirley Strawberry never misses sending me a scripture of some kind. You know, and listen to me. This is 7 days a week she does this. And this has been going on for 2 years. And she just sends them to me. And then she sent me on Monday, August 26th, she said, don't announce the move before it's made, they'll see it. And it wasn't like she texted to me. She found a plaque somewhere that had this on it.
Yeah.
And sent it to me. And she always does. And she didn't even know about this.
Did not. Because you don't say anything.
This had nothing to do with this.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
But congratulations, Steve Harvey.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Steve.
Knock the hell out of my little Kimmy announcement. Thank you. Thank you very much. Man, I always top some damn body.
Well, you're big in the sick category, though.
Coming up next, Nephew Tommy in the building with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Jay-Z's Rock Nation and the NFL make a big financial donation to Chicago City charities. And Nicki Minaj, did you guys hear about this? She says she's retiring from hip-hop because she wants to be a mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is more important, you know.
Oh, yeah. Right now, Nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back.
Oh.
He's
Trying to get a fishing show.
Okay.
Since we got a fishing
Knew that was
category.
coming.
Trying to get a fishing story. I also do koala bear watching. I do a lot of stuff.
On the animal net. You stupid.
He's pitching now. Pitch, Tommy. Go ahead and pitch, man. I ain't mad.
Go ahead, pitch it.
I also am a harpoon hunter. I do stuff like that.
Now, why are you saying all these things?
Because my
Steve,
uncle is
You ain't
just,
no Eskimo. Ain't nobody put no harpoonist on no damn TV show. This ain't ritual hunting.
I'm a black Eskimo. That's what I do. Can you bring me some paper? I got a prank for you. Here it is. Can you bring me some paper? Let's go, cat dog.
Hello? Hello? I'm trying to... Charles? I'm looking for a Charles.
Yeah, this Charlie.
I'm sorry, this who now?
This Charlie. How can I help you?
Hey, listen,
Who am I speaking with?
I'm sorry, this Scotty, man. I'm house sitting for Rita. Y'all.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. She told me she was going out of town. What can I do for you, brother?
How far y'all down the way, man? How many houses? 4 or 5 houses?
Yeah, I think, let's see. Yeah, we 4 houses down.
Okay. Now, she left me a number, man. Left me y'all number, and then she left Miss Doris' number. I tried to call Miss Doris, but then nobody answered the phone.
Yeah, she normally in church around this time. Rita said she was going to be gone for a minute, so you say you down there?
Right. And she told me if I got an emergency or anything that I could reach out to y'all and call y'all.
Right.
Okay. Are you busy right now, man?
Well, actually, I'm in the middle of cooking my wife some dinner, and got some meat on the grill, but other than that, you know.
Okay, I mean, you are you able to help me out with something right quick, or you got time for that?
Well, like I said, I'm in the middle of cooking. If it's something I can help you with, I don't mind coming down there and showing you or doing whatever it is that we need to do.
Okay, Charlie, would you happen to have any paper, man?
Any paper?
Yeah.
I think I got some newspaper. What you trying to do?
No newspaper. I mean some paper. You got some paper?
What, notebook paper?
No. See, man, listen. Charlie, like I say, man, my name's Scotty, man. I know you don't know me. I done got myself in a little situation here down here at Rita House, man. And I didn't, man, I'm in a situation. I actually am in the bathroom, man, and it ain't no paper in here, dog.
So you saying you want me to bring you some toilet paper?
I mean, if you don't mind, dog, I'm sitting here, my legs ain't got numb. I can't even feel my whole lower body, man, from butt down. I can't feel nothing, man. My feet, everything that went to sleep on me.
Hold up. Babe, this dude down here at Rita House saying he want me to bring his paper because he done got numb sitting on the toilet. Man, look at here, bro. I'm in the middle of cooking. I wish I could help you, but, I can't come here.
You say you ain't but about 4 houses down. Can you just run down here right quick? I mean, the back door open.
I say, man, I understand all that you saying. But like I said, I'm in the middle of cooking for my wife. We having a little special occasion because our kids and stuff gone, and I can't just leave her like that just to come bring, paper. Now, what I can tell you to do is if Rita got one of them towels or something that you wipe your hands on.
I'm not going to use no towel, man. I'm not using nobody's towel like that's disrespectful, man.
Okay. Hey, but lower your voice, man. You calling me to help you ain't You acting like I called you to not have no goddamn. You supposed to have some paper in the bathroom when you go in there.
All I'm asking for, it ain't gonna take no more than 2-3 minutes. Run down here right quick and bring the paper, man, and then you get on back to your dinner.
Well, it sound like what you need to do, bro. You said you had an emergency. I thought the house or the dog had got out or you had locked yourself out the house. But I'm not gonna come down there and bring you no paper because that don't sound like an emergency. That sounds like some personal. And furthermore, you in the bathroom, just jump out your clothes and get in the shower and wipe out.
No, I'm not finna, dog. That's like I say, I'm numb right now, man. I need some help if you don't mind.
So you want me to come down there and bring you some toilet paper and pick your numb? You can't get up out the toilet if I wanted to help you. Legs is dead.
That's why I'm trying to tell you. I'm in an emergency, man.
Okay, well, that, like I said, man, that don't sound like an emergency. That seems like a little quick fix. Get your drawers and wipe your drawers. Throw them away, go get you some more. I mean, I'm not finna walk 4 houses down there to bring you some toilet paper. Your legs numb. How you gonna get up and open the door?
Dog, the back door is open. All you gotta do is come in here and reach in here and pass me a roll of paper, man. That's all I'm asking you to do, Mr. Charlie.
I understand that, but I'm not finna come down there and bring you no paper. I'm not finna bring you.
Man, bring me some paper down here, man. Show you my body numb, man.
Say, man, who the hell you think you hollering at? You need me. I don't need you.
Well, won't you do something, man? You see I'm sitting here in a situation. Now, Rita left y'all number that y'all will help me while I'm down here house watching, man.
This here crazy, baby. Man, what the wrong with you? You gonna call me asking me to bring you some newspaper? I told you that I was in the middle of fixing me and my wife some dinner, and you come calling me talking about some paper, man. I don't want to hear no about no and I ain't coming down there to bring you no paper, man. Hello.
Charlie, is you gonna bring this paper, man?
Man, look, like I told you before, I ain't finna bring you no paper down there. We don't wipe no on this street.
Hey, hold on, man. You can't just leave me here and I'm numb like this.
But I'm not gonna come bring no grown man no toilet paper because he irresponsible when he go into the restroom. That sounds like a personal problem. You too grown for that.
This is a situation though. This is an emergency, man.
Man, that don't sound like no emergency. That sounds like a personal problem that you got going on.
I'm gonna whoop your when I get off of here, man. You done me off with.
I don't give a about you being man. Matter of fact, as soon as you get your up out of there, you so bad, you come on down here.
I'm coming down there. Matter of fact, I'm coming down there the way I am, just like this here. And I'm going to whoop for not helping me while I'm in a situation.
So we'll bring your on.
I got one more thing I need to say to you that I'm going to do. Is you listening?
Bring your on. I got some snakeskin shoes that fit right up, clean up all that.
I got one more thing. Is you listening?
Man, what man, like I said, what you got to say, man?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your neighbor, Rita.
Ain't this baby? That motherfucker from the radio station. Is this Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show? Yeah. I'm going to whoop Rita. Got you calling my house. Man, you had me. I was going to come down there, man, and break the door down and whoop. You better be glad I'm eating. I can't believe this.
Hey, man, I got to ask you, man, one more thing. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Show. Y'all playing practical jokes on folks, man.
There it is. Can you bring me some paper? Let me get this out right there. Right now, Greenville, I'm getting on a plane today. It's happening. It's going down. All I will be there. The show is happening Saturday night, Greenville, at the Greenville Convention Center. I will be there, the nephew, in full effect. Thank God you guys are all right. I'm on my way. We're going to have some fun. We're going to laugh it out. Let's do it.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news and Miss Ann's Hurricane Dorian special report right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the new Inspired Change program created by the NFL and Jay-Z's Rock Nation will do more than just sell merchandise and host concerts, okay, in case you were wondering. Last night, it was Jay-Z's NFL Kickoff Experience concert at Grant Park with Meek Mill as the headliner. That was right before the Bears versus Green Bay Packers game. And according to TMZ, Jay-Z's Inspire to Change group plans to donate $400,000 to two Chicago groups, the Better Boys Foundation Family Services and Crushers Club. Both organizations help give at-risk youth alternatives to gang life and gun violence. That's a great thing right there.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Okay, so are we starting to see why he took the position?
Yeah, exactly.
Why
Yeah.
it's important to have people sitting at the table.
Yes.
Because the only way to determine what we eat, somebody got to be at the table.
Be in the room when it happens. You're absolutely right. Be in the
Man,
room.
it's
That's
so
right.
important
You
that
gotta be
you
in the
have
room.
people in positions like that. You know, instead of dogging it and not
We're so quick to
understanding.
judge. We're so quick to judge before we know all the facts. I mean, we'll go in on a person. Well, anyway, congratulations.
Here he is spreading goodwill.
Yeah, congratulations to Jay-Z and his Inspire Change program. And in other trending hip-hop news, Nicki Minaj, this was a hard one to believe right here. I thought it was a joke at first. She says she's leaving the music business. She says she's out. She decided to retire because her family's the next priority. She made the announcement, and it was stunning, in a tweet yesterday. She wrote, "I've decided to retire and have my family. I know you guys are happy now. To my fans, keep repping me. Do it till death of me. Do it till death of me. X in the box, because ain't nobody checking me." Oh, she did it as a rap. Love. That's her song,
Yeah,
right?
Shirley,
That's her song. That's not what I do. Clearly.
None of us, right?
Love you for life. Congratulations to Nicki Minaj.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love and family first,
Yeah. Motherhood is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and she's been in the
Motherhood
game.
ain't no joke, baby.
It's one of the hardest jobs in the entire world.
Man,
Real
In the
job.
world. It is
You
a
could do-
real job.
yeah.
It is a full-time job.
And you can do your best and still
Yeah,
not do it
that's
right.
why God let women do it, because men would just mess it the hell up.
Yeah, I can't imagine any of you guys pregnant.
Well, I tell you
not
right
be
now,
doing
it wouldn't be 7 billion people on Earth.
If you had to have the baby.
If men had babies on the real, man, it'd be about 78 people
That's about it. That's about
globally.
You about right.
About
Man, I'm
78.
gonna go ahead and have one, man. Be 78. I'm gonna
On
make
the
it 78. I'm
planet?
gonna go ahead and have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
We should be three guys in the at the hospital at the same time.
pregnant.
Oh, my goodness, Tommy.
Wait a minute, don't they have that machine that simulate birth for men?
That's a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
That's a
still-
complete
yeah.
piece
I
of
know.
garbage.
You still don't.
Oh man, it's women. Women so aggravated with that.
Yeah, because it's just not. You have no idea.
same.
You have no idea.
you have no idea
You have
what it
no
is.
idea. You have no idea. Just your feet swelling, for instance.
See that?
And where is he coming out of? I mean, okay, that's a whole another thing. We don't even.
Right.
Hey,
Hey, really, Jay?
you twisted it.
No,
Just swam upstream with the joke.
no, I understand. I appreciate this comment.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Just where?
All right, I think that's a good place to introduce Miss Ann, Steve. Get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Miss Ann Tripp.
This is Ann Tripp with a special report on Hurricane Dorian, now downgraded to a nevertheless dangerous Category 1 with 80-mile-an-hour winds. Dorian started smacking the coast of South Carolina and Georgia yesterday, while already causing at least one fatality in North Carolina. Authorities say that an 85-year-old man was storm-proofing his home. He became the first official Dorian-related casualty in the Tar Heel state. Clifton Burchett fell from the roof of his house in Columbus County. President Trump approved an emergency declaration for North Carolina earlier this week, and the National Hurricane Center says that a significant storm surge with accompanying coastal flooding is expected in the area over the next couple of days. Storm surges as high as 10 feet in the air. Meanwhile, as Dorian bears down on the southern U.S. coast, the devastation it left in the Bahamas is sadly becoming more apparent. Hurricane Dorian parked itself over the Bahamas for a day and a half, and the death toll continues to rise, from 7 to at least 30 as of this morning. And the lifting clouds have revealed a muddy, debris-strewn landscape with completely destroyed homes and other structures on Abaco and Grand Bahama Island. CNN spoke to a local fisherman who says he lost his home, his business, and his wife.
We were doing all right until the water kept coming up and all the appliances were going around the house like a washing machine. And my poor little wife got hypothermia, and she was standing on top of the kitchen cabinets until they disintegrated. I kept with her, and she just drowned on me. I know.
Bahamian Prime Minister Hubert Minns says his country is in the midst of one of the greatest national crises in the country's history. Meanwhile, the U.S. Coast Guard, Britain's Royal Navy, and other relief organizations, including the United Nations and the International Red Cross, have joined the effort to rush food and medicine to the survivors.
Gust of wind, blew him off the roof. I still could see my son getting dragged across the roof, reaching out.
They are still looking around in terms of shelters. There's a possibility he might be in a shelter.
The only thing I'd want him to understand is that I love him, and I tried everything possibly as human to save him from a natural disaster.
Meanwhile, the grim task of finding the thousands missing and unaccounted for continues. Our prayers go out to all the victims of the hurricane. This is Ann Tripp. Once again, Hurricane Dorian now a Category 1, 80-mile-an-hour winds smacking the coast now, mostly of North Carolina. Again, the death toll 30, thousands missing and unaccounted for. This is Ann Tripp.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hurricane Dorian has been a storm for the last 12 days. It simply did devastation to the northwestern part of the Bahamas. Man, oh man. And yesterday, Dorian slammed Charleston, South Carolina, pretty hard. That's your home state, right, Jay?
South Carolina, yeah. Charleston is right on the edge, man. It is just, it's easy to flood out. One of them cities, man, it just floods real quick.
Wow. Yeah.
That's tough, man. You have to, these are acts of nature. You know, it's really no call on this. Nothing you can do. I appreciate the people who listened to the warnings, got to safety, did their share of evacuations, but it still doesn't stop things from happening, man. Life is that way for everybody, but Bahamas is so close. We've all spent there, man. They're such good people, man. They are such good people in the Bahamas, man.
Love the Bahamas.
But when you have a dude in the White House, Steve, who's taking money from relief programs that should be going to devastated places, and then, to build a wall, it's just like, what are you thinking, dude? Really, what are you thinking? You're taking money to build a wall, and people need help. Puerto Rico needs help. The Bahamas need help. St. Thomas need help. Charleston but you want to build a wall? It's just crazy.
I just want to build a wall around his ass. Why don't we do that?
But people are down there, really in some serious trouble, and you drawing on the board with a marker to Alabama in trouble.
I mentioned that yesterday.
Wrong information.
This is so crazy.
With a Sharpie.
Wrong information.
With a Sharpie.
But
just to prove himself right.
Just to prove,
yes.
The storm is going nowhere near Alabama.
Right.
Nowhere
near. He can't say, oops, I made a mistake. He can't say that, or, I misspoke, or I looked at the map wrong, or anything.
And now you got people in Alabama boarding up their house going, well, he might be right. He ain't right.
That's the issue right there, Jay.
Yeah.
He scared the people in Alabama, in the state of Alabama.
I'm so embarrassed.
Quickly, we do have to send a shout out to a Florida man who went to Costco. He bought about 100 generators and some food. He did that to send it to the Bahamas. He spent almost $50,000 because each generator was $450. The man wanted to remain anonymous, but he did say, you just can't sit there. We have to help each other out.
Isn't that something? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He spent about almost $50,000. He said that, you just can't sit here. You got to do something. You got to help each other out, know? All right, if you want to help, go to Steve Harvey FM. We have a list of organizations that can help our friends in the Bahamas. Now, coming up at 34 after the hour, we're going to switch gears here. This segment is called Neighbor Wars. A vegan woman sued her neighbors for barbecuing in their backyard. Okay? 34 after, we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so here we go. This woman who's a vegan, she lives in Australia. Her name is Scylla. She sued her neighbors because they deliberately fire up their grill and cook their meat of choice. Okay, it's their grill, their yard, their meat. Because she's a vegan, she said the stench or smell was too unbearable and that she couldn't enjoy her yard. So she took the issue to court. Yeah, I hear you, Steve.
Can you do that? You can't sue
you can
for
sue
that.
anybody for anything.
Yeah, you really can. She took it to court, but she lost. How about that? So to get back at her, the neighbors have organized a community barbecue and protest.
Oh, that's your ass now.
Yeah. They're protesting her actions. They posted it on Facebook. The caption said, "Help Scylla Cardin get some pork on her fork."
We will be starting our grills up at about 4 o'clock, okay? Everybody, hold your grill up real good. And we want to fire them bad boys up. We want meat, nothing but raw meat on these grills, okay?
Briskets, baby.
We want briskets. We want ham hocks. Whoever volunteer to cook chickens, we don't mind. Cook that.
They
we
in
want
Australia, too?
Oh, they're in Australia.
They gonna wear her ass out, man.
Boy.
Ham hocks.
Excuse me, neighbor, you got room for any elk on here?
Kangaroo.
Yeah, they gonna cook all kind of meat. They gonna wear her ass out.
That's
man.
so crazy.
Yeah.
But the nerve of her. The smell or stench was so bad. It was so unbearable. She couldn't enjoy her yard.
That's just my opinion. Ain't no vegans that's been vegans for a long time. These is new vegans with an attitude. To me, that's just what I think. Yeah, they new. They brand new.
They think they're better because they don't
You wasn't
eat
like
meat.
on the first vegan board or nothing.
Right.
When it first started, you wasn't there.
Yeah, you wasn't there. You wasn't the first vegan.
Steve, are you still a vegan, by the way?
Well, you mean like now I am.
Okay.
But when it comes to barbecue, though.
Were you a
No,
vegan
but
Labor Day weekend?
the smell of meat don't offend me at all.
At all.
Matter of fact, man, every time I smell meat, I go, damn this. No, I'm not.
So you
I'm not doing, but I'm doing primarily plant-based right now since I came, once I got from Africa. It's only been about 4 or 5 days now that I've been, a little bit. Actually, about 6 days, 7 days now since we've been back. And what I've done is my daughter, Morgan, and her husband bought me the other day as a gift one of those Fitbit watches. You know, and so I set up my little account. And so I've been tracking everything. But, I'm such a competitor. They want everybody to get in 10,000 steps a day.
Right.
That gives you optimum health, right? And so every day I've been tracking. And so the first day I didn't do that well. I didn't wear it. I got like 9,000. Matter of fact, I can tell you exactly what I got. Why is I'm tripping?
You got it right there.
And he texted me what he did yesterday. Steve did.
What did you do yesterday?
So you going to tell him what you did
So
first?
Tuesday, the workout, I had my thing on. I burned 2,800 calories. Steps 9,847.
That's good.
Then Wednesday's workout, I did 2,223 calories, and I did 10,490 steps. Thursday, where's Thursday? Oh, here we go. Go back.
See, he be wanting to stunt.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Okay, hurry up.
12,496 steps.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can I just say one thing?
I walked 5.72 miles.
Yeah.
And I burned 3,785 calories.
Good job.
What you want to say, hater?
I wanted to say it's amazing that you have a house that big that you can do 10 miles in your own damn house. Ain't God good? You can walk 10 miles in your damn house. Boy, you the bad. You the bad, boy.
You gotta have a house to do it, though. You gotta have
a house.
All right. Coming up next, the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, 6 feet tall, a six-pack, and a six-figure income. Yeah. That is the subject of the strawberry letter. I know, right?
About me. Finally a letter about me.
Finally.
Looky.
Right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
If you can't talk straight at the barbershop, then where can you talk straight? This is the barbershop, baby, the barbershop. Let's go, Cat Duff.
Cuss, this Brady.
Brady, how you doing, man? My name is Dennis, man. I got a haircut from you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, what's up, Dennis? What can I do for you, brother?
Hey, listen, I wanted to get an appointment with you, man. Like I said, I was there a couple weeks ago, man. My first time getting a haircut from you. Did a real good job, so I want to say thank you for that.
All right, no, not a problem, not a problem.
Okay. Do you have any any time available on Thursday?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can come up there Thursday. That'll be fine. What's your name again, bro?
Dennis, man. Dennis.
Okay, Dennis. Well, I can get you in, Dennis, about 3 o'clock, man. Something of that nature. I mean, you know, I normally work appointments, you know.
Okay.
About 3.
3 o'clock, you'll be there?
Yeah, I'll be there about 3 o'clock.
Okay. Hey, I got a little bit of situation though, man, that happened last time I was there. I kind of wanted to talk to you about it, man, because it kind of caught me off guard. So I wanted to holler at you, man, and see if we could rectify the problem before I came back up there.
What happened? Was somebody disrespect you or something? I mean, what was the deal?
Well, it really wasn't somebody, man. It was actually you.
Me? Well, I mean, what happened?
Well, here's the deal, man. When you was cutting my hair, when it was time to turn the chair, you didn't turn the chair with your hand, man. See, Brady, man, you turned the chair with your private part.
Oh, come on, bro. Say, Dennis. I mean, Dennis, I'm a professional, man. I've been doing this 15 years, bro.
Right. I don't think it's anything deliberate, man. I think you just do it unconsciously, man, because, you know, you be leaning over on the chair cutting, and I think you don't realize, you know, you be turning the chair with your private part instead of doing it with your hand, man. And see, my hand got caught out there, and I saw it out the corner of my eyes. I saw your private part coming towards my hand. I moved it just in time. You understand?
No, bro. Now, see, Dennis, I'm not understanding something, bro, because we don't operate like that around here, because, you know, I don't make mistakes like that, bro. I mean, you know, I don't know. You sure you're talking to the right person, man?
Yeah, I mean, ain't you the third chair on the right when you walk in the door?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. And you cut me 2 weeks ago, and like I said, I really like my haircut, so I wanted to call back and rectify this problem. But, you know, you're going to turn the chair with your hand and not your private part. If not, we're going to have a problem.
Okay, bro. Now, I feel you, and I understand your complaint and everything. I mean, I'm not understanding what you're saying, but I don't do that, you know. But, I mean, we'll be glad to, you know what I'm saying, give you another cut or whatever, you understand, man. You know, but I don't move nobody, you know, around with my private, man. You know, that's just not me. You know?
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I want you to hear what I'm saying. If you put your private on there at all when I come in there Thursday, then I promise you I'm going to jump up and we're going to have a problem.
Well, see, now, right there, Dennis, I'm not feeling that jump up having a problem because, you know, you don't really know me like that, bro. You know, I mean, I'm trying to be professional here and solve your little issues that you got, you understand me? But all this jumping up and stuff you're talking about doing, I don't know about all that stuff.
I'm trying to come in and get a nice haircut and walk out with a nice haircut. What I don't want to do is come down there, you lean over, put your private part where I got my arms and my hands at, and I got whoop your. Now, that's what I don't.
See, folks, now, you're touching me wrong talking about.
You talking about I'm touching you wrong. You touched me wrong 2 weeks ago when you put your private on my hand, man.
See, folks, ain't nobody touch you like that here, you feel me?
Say what?
I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, man. You know, we don't right on here, cuz, you feel me?
Hey, dog, all I'm trying to say is a brother trying to come in and get his hair cut and walk out feeling like a man. And not walk out feeling violated, man, because you done turned the chair with your private part all up against my hand and my elbow and stuff, man.
Hold up, boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't operate like that. I'm a grown and say, bro, you know, I'm trying to talk to you. You feel me? But now you done rub me wrong. Ain't no punk flying here, you understand me?
Well, ain't no punk flying there, then keep it off my hand, then.
Say, hold on. Let me tell you something. Say, man, we don't play that over here. You bring your stupid over here. I'm going to tell you right now, you get backed up like this. You understand me?
Hey, well, quicker.
We don't play no punk over here. This ain't no salon, it's a barber shop. It's real over here. You hear me? You hear me?
I hear what you're saying, but let me explain something. You quit using your hips in your private section like a pinball machine.
Damn all that. I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, I will put something on your. You come over there. You understand me? I don't play that playboy.
Hey, dude, I'm just trying to come to get a haircut. I'm trying to get a haircut and walk out of there like a man, feeling like a man.
I bet I'll open you up. I'm gonna open you up, boy. You understand? Oh, hell no. No, piss off. Watch out. No, no, come on here with that. You know, tell you how to do something to your eye. What you want to be? This ain't no salon. This is a barber shop. Cuts, man. You understand me?
I understand. Hold, what?
Yeah, cut, man. I ain't got no time for that. Matter of fact, damn all that. I got somebody to have a cut right now. I ain't got time for it. You bring your dumb back over. You better come over here with your attitude straight. I bet you did. Cut hair. I don't do it. You feel me? I cut hair, homeboy. I don't do hair. You feel me? You know what, man? What is you, man? You come up here. Yeah, come on up here and recognize yourself when you come up here. You know what I'm saying? Put your name on your shirt.
Okay. I'm going to put my real name on my shirt then. You want to know what my real name is?
That's what's up. That's what's up, baby.
Okay, then you might want to know what name going to be on the shirt?
I want to know what going to be on the shirt.
All right, then. The name on the shirt is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh, man, say it before you got. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Say, bro, my bad, man. Oh. You got me,
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
Barbershop. Anybody want to go? I think we should still go to the barbershop just for the conversation that's in the barbershop. They got the best conversations in the barbershop.
Oh, man. Everything going on in the barbershop.
But, you know, there are a lot of people go to the barbershop, don't even get a haircut. They just sit in there.
Yeah. They just sit in
there. That's their spot. That's their spot.
But, Tommy, you still get your goatee trimmed up, shaped up, right?
I do.
And dyed and stuff.
Oh, yeah. George Wallace's mama does the same thing. His mama does the same thing. She gets a goatee and her mutton chops trimmed up.
What did you just say?
Mutton chops. She has mutton chops, man.
Wow.
Remember the first time you was in church and saw one of the sisters with hair on her chin? Did that mess you up as a kid?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to kiss you.
He said they want to kiss you.
Yeah, come here, give Annie a kiss. You look like my daddy.
No, you look like my daddy? That's what you
got a mustache.
Yeah. No.
Let me put it out there. Greenville, North Carolina, the nephew is coming to town. Be there today. The performance is tomorrow night at the Greenville Convention Center. Tickets are on sale right now. The storm is gone, but there is a Category 5 of comedy coming to Greenville. Get your tickets. The nephew is coming. What? Junior Stupid only come around once every 5 years. It's coming to Greenville. Yes.
Coming to Greenville where?
Greenville Convention Center, sir. I'm not going to have any issues with you, sir. I'm trying to get a fishing TV show with you now, since you're big time now, sir. Sir.
Well,
Uncle Sir.
Thank you, Uncle Sir.
Sir him to
Yeah.
death.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, today's Strawberry Letter. Subject: 6 feet tall, 6-pack, and a 6-figure income. All about J. Anthony Brown. We'll
He
get
got a
into
six-pack?
it. We'll get it. Now he does. Get
A
into it.
beer, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on sex, dating, work, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject: 6 feet tall, a 6-pack, and a 6-figure income. Okay, we'll see now as we get into the letter if this is actually about J. Anthony Brown. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 40-year-old man, and my wife and I have a strong marriage and a great life together. We just have one little problem in our home. It's my wife's sister. My wife's sister has been living with us for the past 7 years since she got a very nasty divorce. She said it would be temporary until she got on her feet, but she's still here. I do love my sister-in-law, and she contributes to the household as much as possible, but she should have moved out years ago. My wife and I have one child that's in college, and the other child is graduating this year, so we're close to being empty nesters. My wife has told her sister that she can't stay with us forever, and every time she has a talk with her, my sister-in-law says she's waiting for Mr. Right, and he must be at least 6 feet tall with a six-pack, abs, and a six-figure income. Now, the problem is my sister-in-law is 5 feet 1, 250 pounds.
All right, here I go.
I know.
I specialize in
I know
letters
you
like
do.
this.
And she isn't able to support herself. My wife has introduced her to some of the guys that she works with, but her sister says they're not handsome enough for her. They don't make enough money, or they are too short for her. My sister-in-law has told everyone about her stupid requirements, and now it's a joke behind her back because she believes that she is as fine as Beyonce, and she has told us on many occasions that if the man isn't equivalent to Idris Elba or Brad Pitt, then she's not interested. I don't want to be mean, but she's not going to ever pull that type of man, and she can't stay in our house forever with her crazy fantasies. How can we nicely explain to her that her expectations are not realistic? We want her to move out, but we don't want to be mean. What should we do? Please help. 7 years is way too long, okay? And I'm very surprised you guys have allowed her to stay all these years. I really am. What about your privacy? What about your marriage? You just want some alone time, to be together as husband and wife for date nights, for intimacy, for everything. You want your own house. Want to walk around naked, whatever you do at your own house. That's what you want to do, and you can't do that with your sister-in-law in the house. I think your sister-in-law is taking advantage of you, your wife, your hospitality, your patience, and definitely your kindness. It's not like your wife hasn't talked to her sister. I mean, she talked to her, but my problem with that is that your wife didn't give her any specifics. She just said, "Girl, you can't stay here forever." But you got to give her a date. You got to help her start packing. She needs a clear message that her time at your house is over. Now, as far as her wanting 6 feet tall, six-pack, and six-figure income, and I mean, you can want that. You can definitely want that. We all have a right to want whatever it is we want. But don't use that as an excuse to stay in your sister's house because so-called Mr. Right hasn't come along, okay? I know you want that, Steve. She's 5'1", she's 250. She can't support herself, but she does need to get out, get her own apartment, and move on. Maybe Mr. Right will come then when she's on her own. Steve Harvey, take it away, sir.
Well, appreciate you, Shirley. I love the attitude and the approach. You always try to find a Christian way to do this here. But let me just start down at the bottom of this letter. How can we nicely explain to her that her expectations are not realistic? We want her to move out, but we don't want to be mean. What should we do? You can't be nice. No damn more. You got to be mean from here on out, because she's not leaving. This woman right here, 6 feet tall, a six-pack, and a six-figure income. Now, here you and your wife put y'all's life together. You got a great marriage, you say. You got a kid in college and one about to graduate. You almost got everybody at the house. But your wife's sister been living with y'all for the past 7 years. After a very nasty divorce. Now, this nasty divorce has led to a complication. What do people do sometimes when they get divorced to kind of fight through the anguish of a nasty divorce? They what?
Eat.
Say it again?
Eat. Sometimes they eat.
They eat. Well, this divorce done pushed 5'1" ass up to 250. Whoo! She's still living in her head at the pre-divorce weight.
That's not in the letter, Steve.
This is in this damn letter, Shirley. She is living in the pre-divorce weight in her head, which I bet you wasn't 5'1", 250. That's in the letter, isn't it, Shirley?
No, it isn't.
Shirley, it's in the letter. The problem is my sister-in-law is 5'1", 250.
Yeah.
And she isn't able to support herself.
But you don't know if she wasn't that while she was married. You don't know that.
You want to bet?
You don't know. There's no way to prove it.
It's in the letter. I'm going to prove it when I come back.
All right. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, 6 feet tall, 6-pack, and a 6-figure income. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, 6 feet tall, 6-pack, and a 6-figure
I need
income.
all this time because I have to prove something to Shirley.
Okay, come on.
This 40-year-old man and his wife, they had strong marriage life together. They got a couple kids, one in college, one about to move out. They're about to be empty nesters. Only problem is his wife's sister's been living with them for the past 7 years because she got a nasty divorce. She said it would be temporary till she got on her feet. Well, 7 years later, she's still there. She would have moved out years ago, but my wife and, anyway, a whole lot. She's still here. Now, she not leaving until she finds someone that's 6 feet tall with a 6-pack and a 6-figure income. That's who she's waiting on, Mr. Right.
Yeah.
He got to be at least 6 feet tall, 6-pack, and a 6-figure. Here's the problem. He says in his letter, his sister-in-law is 5'1", 250 pounds, and isn't able to support herself. Now, I said the reason she's stuck in this house is because she's operating in her mind wanting this 6-foot-tall man with the 6-pack abs and 6-figure income, because in her mind, she's talking in pre-divorce weight. What she weighed before the divorce, because I asked the question before we went on break, and Tommy and Jay answered it. I said, what happened when people go through a nasty divorce? How do they get through it? And they said, eat. Now, she done ate her ass to 5'1", 250. But in her mind, she's still the fine chick that was married before, thus she would still want 6 feet, 6 abs, 6-figure income. Now, how do I know? Shirley said that's not in the letter. That it was. It is, Shirley. You didn't read it right.
It's not.
She said, my sister's been living with us for 7 years since she got a very nasty divorce. Listen to this line. She said it would be temporary until she got on her feet.
Right.
But she's still here. That's the line. It was going to be temporary until she got on her feet. Because she knew back then, she had a chance of getting up on her feet because she was light.
Okay.
She can't get up on her feet now because her big ass is 250.
Anyway.
That's what this letter is about.
Oh my God.
Now, here's the other thing. She believes on many occasions that if the man isn't equivalent to Idris Elba or Brad Pitt, she's not interested. Here's what y'all need to do. Let's stop all this being nice. We got to get ugly right now.
She's got great taste.
Show her a picture of who Brad Pitt and Idris Elba is dating. And who they married. Show this picture.
Yeah.
Because this is who they date. This is who they marry. This what they look like.
It's Idris's birthday, too, today.
Your ass ain't getting Idris or no damn body else. Let me explain something to you. Show a picture who Eddie Murphy got. That ain't you. Show a picture who Chris Rock got. That ain't you. Who Will Smith got. That ain't you. You need a wake-up call. Get some pictures talking about you want some damn 6 foot tall, no abs. How about this? You need somebody 5'5", 200 pounds, and a truck that'll move your ass out that house. That's what you need.
Steve Harvey.
Now, his numbers is 6 feet tall, 6-pack, and a 6-figure income. Your numbers, 5'1", 250, no income. Your numbers don't add up to his numbers. Now, what you're not going to do with me on this letter right here is start telling me that I'm fat shaming. It's in the letter. 5'1", 250. It's unrealistic of her to want Brad Pitt. Do Brad Pitt want her? We're just looking at numbers. Do you want somebody with 70 more pounds than you? No. And 9 inches shorter?
No.
I used to love big girls.
Now listen to me. I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2". About 238. She heavier than me.
How come you ask Jay?
She 13 inches shorter, and she heavier than me.
How come you didn't ask Jay? Because he's sick.
Nah, you know, Jay probably down. Jay damn near Somalian weight.
All right.
Jay down so low right now, I'm scared to ask him. He might say 98 pounds. Jay a damn gymnast.
I knew it. All right, look.
Because right now, at Jay's weight,
I can't handle that weight. There's no way I can handle that weight.
At Jay's weight right now, he could be debating he could date Simone Biles.
We gotta go. Thank you, Steve Harvey. You can post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM. Don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand.
Shirley.
Yes, Steve.
She on her feet right now, walking to the damn refrigerator.
Coming up at 46 after the hour. The NFL is back, and so is Pimpin, baby, with his NFL picks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, let's go. It is time for Pimpin. Pimpin is back, and this
Pimpin'
is
in the
Sunday
house.
football picks. Come on, Pimpin. Here we go.
Man, what's happening, y'all?
Hey, Pimpin.
What up,
Pimpin? What's happening, man?
Everybody good? Hey, what's up, Shirley?
Hey, Pimpin. Welcome back.
Yeah, I know that's right. You miss me?
Yeah.
I missed you, too. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, what's up, Carla? Chocolate?
What's happening, Pimpin? Football is back.
You know it's ready. What's up, Tommy?
Hey, Pimpin, what it do, baby?
My man, ain't nothing to it. Hey, Jay, how you feeling, man?
Doing good, Pimpin' man. You mighty sharp as always.
Let's get clean, baby.
Always.
You know what this is right here?
What
you know
is
what this
that?
collar
What is
made
that?
out of?
What is that, man?
These is hawk feathers. Yeah,
First
that's
day back.
nice right there. You know, hawk
Never
feathers.
Seen a
You ain't
hawk feather
seen that
coat,
before.
Man, that is nice.
Wow.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, listen. This don't happen without the man that's after my own heart, who has the voice of a pimp, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Junior?
What's happening, Pimpin?
Hey, listen. Don't change your voice. It ain't necessary. Now, how you doing,
Pimpin,
Junior?
change. I'm doing good, Pimpin. I just got excited when I saw you, man. I just
know
couldn't
what
help
you
it.
said. I know these hawk collars, though, they do that to people. You know what I'm saying? They do that. Hey, y'all, I just wanted to say Pimp is back with the football picks, and I just wanted to say thank y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to do my best this year. You know, it's a little early in the year to be predicting. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't seen them yet. You know, we don't even know who. You know, Cowboy just got Zeke back. You know what I'm saying? And boy, he rich as hell right now. he making more money than all the pimps put together, I know. He pimping that pigskin is what he doing. Well, go ahead, Tommy. Let's start, man.
Okay, man, let's jump this thing off. Buffalo will be at the New York Jets. Buffalo at the New York Jets.
Well, you know, they got that quarterback and they got a little guy. I'm going to go with the Jets, man. You know, New York Jets.
Yeah, that's what Le'Veon Bell is. Okay,
It's hard to pick. Well, he ain't going to do nothing, you know, but go ahead.
Okay, Tennessee Titans will be at Cleveland.
Oh, you gonna just throw them in right away? You know what? Hey, man, don't play with me, Tommy. Don't act like you don't know.
Save
Let
them
the
for
Cleveland
last.
Browns get the damn Titans. I'm picking the Browns every damn week. You can quit asking me. The Tennessee Titans get their punk ass whooped Sunday.
Redskins at Philadelphia Eagles. Redskins
Hold
at
on,
Philadelphia.
we got to come back. Didn't you hear the white dude?
We'll be back with more Pimpin' right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
We're back with Pimpin' with more NFL games, NFL picks.
All right, Pimpin', we left off, man. I hit you with Redskins at the Philadelphia
No,
Eagles.
you hit me with the Cleveland Browns is what you hit me with.
I did. You know, they playing the Tennessee Titans in Cleveland. I did hit you
They
with
gonna
it.
mop their ass right here. Cleveland Browns gonna win about 10, 12 games, man. Go ahead. Who you say?
All right. Redskins at Philadelphia.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Philly on this one. Sorry, Redskins. Y'all can't make your mind up who's gonna throw the ball yet.
All right. Atlanta Falcons will be in Minnesota playing the Vikings.
I can't pick Minnesota. Steve got a house in Atlanta. Falcons.
You and Steve. All right. L.A. Rams will be in Carolina playing the Panthers.
Oh, that's messed up, man. Damn, I love Cam Newton. But they ain't gonna beat the Chargers, though.
It's the L.A. Rams.
Oh, it's the Rams?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna beat them either. I'm sorry. Chargers, Rams, but I'm pulling for Cam, though. I want Cam to win it. That's gonna be my either-or game.
That's your either-or, Rams. and
Yeah,
the Panthers.
either-or.
Baltimore Ravens be playing Miami Dolphins.
Oh, the Baltimore Ravens, baby. B-Town all the way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Okay. Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs,
playing
baby.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Chiefs.
One more time.
Just like that. Yeah, I said it. I said it. What they gonna do?
Indianapolis Colts will be playing the L.A. Chargers.
Oh, well, the Colts ain't got no quarterback. Chargers gonna walk all over these dudes, man.
Okay. All right. Say no more. Cincinnati Bengals will be in Seattle.
Hell
playing the
no,
Seahawks.
Seattle. Y'all can't pull for Cincinnati. They're in the same division as the Browns. Continue.
Okay. 49ers will be playing Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, Tampa Bay, baby. 49ers, ever since they got rid of Colin Kaepernick, they ain't been able to get their thing together at all.
Okay. Watch me drop this one on you now. New York Giants will be in Dallas playing the Cowboys.
You know I don't pull for the Cowboys, but since Zeke got that money, it's kind of jacked up, man. Saquon Barkley against the money, man. It's going to be a game. Dallas going to probably win, but, against my better wishes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I feel you. All right. Let's keep moving. Detroit Lions will be in Arizona.
Detroit.
Pimpin' up.
Okay. You know how many pimps in Detroit? You must be out your mind. The capital of pimpdom. The capital of pimpdom is Detroit. Them my people up there. Know who they playing?
Detroit's playing Arizona.
Oh, get on out of here, man. Cardinals can go. Where they playing?
In Arizona. In Phoenix.
That ain't nothing but a vacation for us. Detroit.
Okay. All right. Here's a good one now, Pimpin. Pittsburgh will be in New England playing the Patriots.
God, I hate both them. But I hate New England more. I'm just hoping they win, but they ain't got Le'Veon. They ain't got AB. I don't know what's going to happen with them. New England going to probably win.
Okay. We got 2 Monday night football games, Pimpin. Houston Texans will be playing in New Orleans against
Y'all
the
not
Saints.
ready. Now, we got a conflict on this. It's a conflict on this morning show because everybody from Houston but call her husband. I'm going with New Orleans, man. You know, y'all got some problems down there in Texas.
In Houston.
Yeah,
All right,
y'all
last
got some
one.
problems.
Denver Broncos will be in Oakland playing the Raiders.
Oh, no, man. I think AB done created too much of a distraction. They actually got a better team, but the distraction gonna mess them up, and they going to Denver. So I want to pick Oakland, but Denver probably going to get him because AB ass start trouble everywhere he go. If he just quit tweeting.
All right, coming up more
Black
on the
ass
Steve
think he
Harvey
the
Morning Show
president.
at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The National Rifle Association, the NRA, has been declared a domestic terrorist organization by the city of San Francisco, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, San Francisco. Yeah, that's major, right?
That's some serious shit.
That is.
Yeah. The San Francisco Board of Supervisors passed a resolution. The resolution urges the city to distance himself from the NRA and avoid doing business with organizations that have ties to the NRA because it says that it is linked to the epidemic of gun violence in the U.S.
It is.
The resolution reads, the National Rifle Association spreads propaganda that misinforms and aims to deceive the public about the dangers of gun violence. There you go.
Wow.
They're dead on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's some
That's
major
serious
name
charges,
calling right
man.
there.
That's
Yeah.
serious, man.
Yep.
Wow.
Domestic terrorist
Wow.
organization by the entire city of San Francisco.
That's going to be some huge pushback from that.
Yeah, from a lot of people too.
From a lot of politicians, they're going to have to, because when Trump just a week or so ago, a couple of weeks back, made a statement about the gun laws and changing them, he got that phone call and he done backed up. But ain't the only thing make him back up. Between that and lying, flat out lying, he do a lot of backing
Yeah,
up.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how this goes. But we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Trending topics coming up at 33 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys. This is so major.
What?
We need another drum roll.
What?
Because, when you want to ask, what is he doing now? This is one of those times. What is Steve Harvey doing now?
What are you doing now?
Last week, we told you about the big announcement in Africa. We're going to be doing Family Feud in Africa with Steve Harvey.
Right.
Now, is the drum roll drumming, rolling? Okay, there it is.
It's rolling.
All right, it's rolling,
drumming.
it's drumming, all of that. Okay, Steve Harvey. This is so exciting. Steve Harvey is on the board of directors and has entered into a strategic agreement for content development and promotion of Anthem Sports and Entertainment. So you're saying to yourself, what is Anthem Sports and Entertainment?
Let me say it.
Okay?
Let me say it.
What is
Anthem Sports and Entertainment? I said it.
Well,
I said
Jay,
it.
Anthem is a global, there's that word again, global media company, which has a portfolio of channels that includes, get this, fighting and wrestling entertainment.
What?
Okay.
TV game shows.
What?
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute.
Outdoor hunting and fishing shows.
Hold on.
And more. Oh, my God. What?
I just got
You
into
mean to
it
tell
for
me
the
he
fishing.
owned the WWE?
Yes.
Steve
You
Harvey.
know what that means, Junior? Junior, do you know what that means? We'll be writing.
What?
We'll be writing.
Somewhere.
Tommy, you be fishing.
I would be fishing.
This is amazing,
Congratulations,
Steve.
man.
Congratulations.
Go ahead, big dog.
Wait a
All right,
minute,
Steve,
Unc.
tell
Wait a
us
minute,
about
Unc. They
it,
said
Steve.
your career was over, though. It's supposed to be through.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they did.
Who is they? You talking about the haters?
They. Well, you know who they are. They say.
Yeah, you know what they are. You ain't acting like your ass is done.
I know. But Steve, I appreciate your humility. I really do. But this is major.
Yes.
I mean, tell us
Big,
about this.
man.
Global partnership with Anthem Sports and Entertainment. I'm
Well,
assuming
it's actually it's a big deal, and Mark Cuban
The game show
Owner of the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
was a huge part of the Anthem
Shark Tank.
piece, and so some people bought it to me. BC Partners bought the deal to me. This has been going on for about almost 2 years.
Wow.
It took 2 years to negotiate all the terms and everything. They're bringing me on as a content provider, amongst other things, promotional wheel.
Congratulations, Steve
Yeah,
Harvey.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Steve.
All right, coming up, our last break of the day and Steve Harvey's closing remarks. You don't want to miss them. We'll be back at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are. Last break of the day. It's been a good day, a great Friday. Yes. Great Friday.
Great day.
You know, and I appreciate y'all support, encouragement. I try to do the same for you all. You know, we've got a really good radio family here, man, in that we stay with each other, you know. Everybody's pulling for Jay with everything he's going through. We got a lot of fans out there that's pulling for Jay for what he's going through. It's a lot of love out there, man. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of people pull for Junior. You know, he suffers with sickle cell. He had, you know, whenever he goes through a crisis, he gets a lot of support. And while he's out there doing the work, you know, Carl and Shirley with their foundation work, you know, Carl out there with the breast cancer and everything because of her mom. Yes. You know, Shirley does all this work in the community, goes out there speaking engagements, involvement, things like that. You know, Tommy got Miles of Giving, his foundation, where they do work, you know. And we have a great radio family here, man, how we just stick together. And I've always appreciated the support, you know. I want to share something with you all. People have written me off on so many occasions. Not just haters now. Some of them is family. Some of them is friends. And some of y'all listening out there can relate to what I'm about to share with you. Because some of you have been written off. Some of you have been doubted. Many of you have been ridiculed for decisions you make. Some of you have walked in houses and rooms and shared your visions and dreams with what you thought was loved ones and friends, and they shot it down, and you can't do that, and who you think you are and how that's going to work, and see, I told you, and look at you now. I think everybody's had a portion of that, especially listen to this show, because if you've lived any life, you've heard these words before. You know, you'd have been more if you hadn't have done this. And they just keep on bringing up things that happened to you to help justify the things that they want to say to you. There's so many people around us that won't let us move past our past, who keep bringing up our past to remind us who we were, not realizing that we're new, not realizing that we've changed, not wanting to accept the new you that you've become or the person you've grown into. There's a constant reminder of who you were. Well, let me tell you the solution to that. The solution to that, y'all, is maintain your faith. Don't ever lose faith. Don't ever give up. I don't care what your current circumstance looks like. I don't care what your current situation is drawing the attention of others. I don't care how they talking about you. I don't care what they saying in the cubicles about you on your job. I don't care what they saying about you on social media, your blogs, all what your circumstances are today. Do not get caught up in the moment. Do not let your circumstances shake your faith. Maintain your faith through adversity, in the good moments, in the moments where everything is beaming and bright, and when it get dark and cloudy and it get real stormy in your life. Maintain your faith, because God's way of doing things, no man has any idea how he does what he does or why he does it the way he does it. There is not a single living soul that can take credit for that. God's ways are so high above those on this earth. God is good, man. And God is good to those who love him. God is good to those who don't even talk to him. God is good to people that don't even pray. God is good to people who have turned and walked away from him. God is merciful, man. All of us have been a benefactor of his favor. God is good, man. But if you love God and you honor him, there's a special blessing in line for you. He will take care of you no matter what the circumstances are. It doesn't matter what the outlook looks like, because can't no outlook God. Know that for a fact. Maintain your faith through your moments of adversity, because God will deliver, because that's a promise of his. God promises to never leave your side. If you're a child of God, that's a promise he made to you. If you're not a real person of faith, what I'm saying to you right now, it means nothing. I can already hear people in the background going, well, he done walked away from me. That's easy for you to say, well, how come this happened then? How come that happened? Well, how come this happened and how come that happened? Because it's called life. Because life happens to all of us. Every last one of us suffers through some type of trial, crisis, conflict, problem, detriments. Everybody goes through something. It's called life. But I'm so glad that God has taught me how to maintain my faith. And I invite all of you to do the same thing. When it look dark, hang on. When it look gloomy, hang on. When they write you off, hang on. Keep praying. Never cease from praying. Keep talking to God. God hears your prayer. Now, he may not come when you want him. You hear old people saying that, but he's always on time. I'm a living witness that he just keeps coming to get me over and over and over. Maintain your faith through it all. God will deliver on his promises. Those are my closing remarks today. Hey, y'all, listen, don't forget, talk to God. He'd love to hear from you. Form a relationship with him. It's necessary.
Life is hard.
And have yourself a great weekend.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.